Hello guys, welcome to back my channel. Today we will start the session 3, and in this session we will learn about the SAP ECC, SAP HANA and cloud and public cloud. So we will discuss over here, and briefly we will discuss each and everything. Last time we had covered uh, what is the ERP and what is the SAP. So basically I just wanted to quick recap regarding last session. So in my last session we had covered that ERP. So basically ERP is just enterprises resources planning. The full form of the ERP is enterprise resources planning. So this is the methodology, right? And SAP is the tool. So and SAP worldwide use is very widely, and the many tools are exist. I have also covered in the last session. Many tools also exist in the world, but SAP is the one of them. So just quick recap. One second. Let me set my PPT. What happened? What's wrong with this PPT? One second. Hold on. So last time we had discussion regarding the what is the SAP and what is the ERP and ECC, and how we can understand the SAP jargons currently using in this world, and what's the difference between on-premise and public cloud. And I have a promise that I will create one more video where we will discuss regarding SAP S4 HANA, private cloud and public cloud, and deeply. So now I have created the few more slide for regarding this session. So SAP ECC versus SAP S4 HANA. So we will discuss each and everything right over here. So earlier we have discussed ERP, right? And ERP, I have just recently told you that the enterprise resource planning, and SAP is the tool, right? So now today we will discuss one second, something is happening with my PPT. Today we will discuss each and everything, right? So once you entered in the SAP world, so you will always confuse that what is the ECC, what is S4 HANA, S4 HANA public and cloud. So that confuse I will totally remove in our session, right? So this is the broader way and explain each and everything ECC and S4 HANA. Basically I am just showing over here the differences. In last video we had covered that ECC. One second. In last video we have covered that the ECC, first came ECC, then HANA, and after that S4 HANA, and now today we are listening in our colleagues, and it's a very trending things in SAP Cloud, right? So we will discuss one by one over here. So I am just comparing all the things. First compare, we will do the compare ECC and S4 HANA. So primarily means recently ECC came after SAP upgrade itself and introduced S4HANA and public cloud and so on, right? So basically this is the very important point why I am telling you over here, because this is the interview question. When you are going to give the interview, so interviewer will ask you the question, what is the difference between ECC and S4HANA, and what is the difference between cloud, public cloud and private cloud on premise. So that kind of the question will raise to you. So I'm just clearing you all the doubts. So now let's start. So in ECC, here we can see that here basically we can see that, just check my pointer, I'm just highlighting. So basically here we can see that the database. So we will just bifurcate, we will discuss one by one and with specific and technical word: database, architecture, model, user interface, analytics, AI, multiple development and support. So database, what is the database? Basically database, suppose you have a student and you have a student ID. So suppose one school having your name, suppose your name is Ram, right? You are BTech, that's been your stream, and you are passed out in 2026. So these kind of the record they stored in our system database. So this is the data. Suppose this is the data: RAM, BTech, module, and year. This is the data, and the data stored in the system is called the database, where they store the data, right? So in ECC, SAP does not have own. Sorry, ECC. Yes, ECC does not have own database. ECC actually using the Oracle database, MSQL, and DB2 database. So once he upgraded itself, SAP, then he introduced HANA database. It's a own database, SAP database, S4HANA used. Now similarly, the architecture of this is traditional 3-tier. It's in S4HANA is simplified in memory. Model, if we are talking about the model is very complex. But in S4HANA, the model is very simplified and universal. And user interface, suppose that you are using a mobile, Apple mobile and Android mobile, so where you can just see the screen. So this is the user interface, how user can interact the screen. So ECC using SAP GUI, and S4HANA basically user can use SAP Fiori. But in S4HANA user can also use SAP GUI, SAP GUI, and along with SAP Fiori. Fiori just is a tile base. Suppose the different of tiles. Don't worry, I will just explain you each and everything about the interface. I will familiar with you regarding an interface. So right now we are discussing about just stream level. So in Fiori, just a tile basis. Suppose that you have an Android mobile phone and you are using an Apple phone. So you have an application, and once you click, so you just see the icon. This icon type. Just see the icon. Suppose that icon, bank icon, and game icon. So that kind of the icon just represent application. So similarly in Fiori, where you can get the big tiles. Suppose that purchase requisition, PR, and PO, right? So analytics. Now we are talking about the analytics and business. In analytics, regarding analytics, separate business warehouse system using in ECC, but in S4HANA system is using the in runtime, right? There is a no AI limitation in ECC, but you can use, but there's a no specific use. But in S4 HANA you can use the AI embedded intelligent feature development. So ECC on premise based, primarily on premise based. Suppose excuse me, suppose you are purchasing a desktop. In desktop you purchased monitor, CPU. So CPU is your development regarding all the things, and you are placing your CPU on your table, right? But similarly, ECC provide on-premise your development, your infrastructure related things. You can put on your company premise. But in S4 HANA, the cloud, on-premise, and hybrid, you can use the multiple uh, development. You can use even not only on-premise, you can also cloud and hybrid. Hybrid mean 50% you can use on-premise or 50% you can use cloud, right? Now, end support, uh, because ECC is very old, so SAP will provide the support till 2023, and S4 HANA long time support. Now, what is the difference between on-premise, on-premise and cloud? One second. On-premise and cloud, right? So on-premise means you are controlling your system and you have a full authorization and full control your hardware and software, right? And on cloud is just SAP will control and SAP will manage all your things. Right now you are storing all the records, all the mobile number and photo on Gmail. This is the cloud. You are storing the data on cloud. Similarly, and on premise you can just assume like that hardware device, your memory card type. So on in cloud you can store all the things, all the record on cloud basis. Customization on premise unlimited. Of course you can customize all the things, all the types, and T code. I will discuss you later all the things. Customization in standard and limitation. No, the thing is coming over here. That why I mentioned over there the standard customization. Why? Because the cloud is divided in two part, right? First is public cloud and second is private cloud, right? So public cloud is a different and private cloud is a different. I will discuss in next slide regarding public cloud and private cloud. So if you are going to cloud, so in public cloud you have a limited customization. Even I would like to say that you can use only standard configuration things. You cannot do any customization, but you can do the simply basic limited customization as SAP allow in public, not in private. Private you can do the multiple customization. Data sovereignty is your data center. All the data will store in your system, and data sovereignty in your host client means whole system will control all the things. The cost is upfront, means capex investment, and the cost is opex in cloud when you are going to cloud. The capex you can means hard asset, means physical asset you can use. So suppose you are purchasing a desktop, monitor, mouse, each and everything. So this is the uh, capex. So the investment is very high in on-premise. So in cloud, you can just give just like a tenant. You can just take the service and pay the uh, price. You can just pay the means suppose like tenant now. You tenant use your home, and after month the tenant will pay you. And maintenance internally team, you have to means manage your internal team. You will have to hire your internal team. They manage your own premise system. But in maintenance, SAP handle all the things which is related to means uh, control and intra uh, infrastructure related all the things SAP will handle. There is no need to put your means basis team and internal team. They can manage the data. Now, now the next slide is now this is the public cloud and private cloud. The public cloud you have a limited customization, but in private cloud you can use uh, multiple customization. There is a no limit. So both public and private cloud is HANA based, S4 HANA based. Suppose HANA based SAP S4 HANA divided in three part. First is uh, actually divided in two part. First is on-premise and cloud. But for example, let's see, one second. I will give you the more clear example. Suppose this is S4. One second. Let me fix my hardware. Suppose S4 HANA divided in two part. First is on premise. My writing is not good. And second is cloud. So basically cloud is divided into two part. First is public part, public and private. So this is the hierarchy. So don't confuse about all the things. If you ask any consultant now, so he will confused on premise and cloud. So basically cloud is divided into two parts, private and public and private. So here these are the all the means all kind of the details regarding the public cloud and private cloud, and here we are just comparing both of them, and this is the feature. So public cloud feature. Now we are going to discuss about the public cloud feature. So here we can see that the infrastructure shared SAP managed cloud. So system, suppose that I am a company and you also a company. So both data SAP will manage in the same infrastructure. But in private cloud, so the private cloud SAP dedicatedly single tenant instead of share module. SAP store your all the infrastructure related data and things in separately. It is feasible in private, but it is not feasible in public cloud. So basically it is a very important thing, and this is the interview question. So I am a SAP consultant. I have a 8-year experience in SAP, MM and WM, EWM. So I will just explain you each and everything as per the point of the interview question. Now, multiple tenancy. So you can use, yes, multiple tenancy are allowed. Tenancy not allowed. Isolated environment will provide the customer. Upgrade. SAP automatically update your release, note, patch, etc. But updated schedule, you can schedule and control your itself. Customization. The best practice system allow the best practice configuration to you. You cannot do any kind of the customization if you not create own report. Suppose that SAP gave a 4-column report, but you want to add 5-column report, you cannot customize your report. But in public private cloud, you can customize your each and every report. Cost is lower. because public cloud is only for those company who is dealing is not too much data and it means a small scale industry, and private cloud is a very big level industry. Go live is a very faster within a week and sorry, not a week, week to week, and within a month you can go live with the public cloud. But private cloud you will have to means 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year as per the size of the industry. So this is used for mid market and this is used for the complex market. Now, so this is the very important slide for your understanding and for your interview point of view, for your concept point of view. If you are a new person, if you are a newcomer, you can easily understand SAP. Suppose you are listening someone as ECC and you SAP ECC, and you will confuse about S4 HANA, private, public, cloud. You will just move and means you can just move in here and there. So here there is a no need to confused over here. So simply you can just take the screenshot, or after the means completion of the this session, I will just provide the link and you can just download the link. And you can just get the all the slide over here. So database. So now database I have already explained you. In ACC SAP is not using own database, but in S4 HANA SAP using own SAP own HANA database named HANA, right? So now SAP is divided. SAP is also using a HANA database over here, HANA database over here, and this SAP over HANA is divided into three parts: on-premise, private cloud, and public cloud. Public for a small scale industry and private for big. Here you can do the customization. Here you will have to use only a standard SAP feature. Here you can customize as per your industry requirement. Hosting, customer hosting, but hypercare scale and SAP data center. Customization very limited. Yes, in SAP there is a very limited the system feature is very limited, and here in S4 HANA you can use high, and in private cloud also medium to high. In public it's very low customization. Upgrade cycle of this manually. You will have to upgrade your ACC manually. Suppose that a version or patch is what is a patch? I am using a 3 and 4 times. The meaning of the patch is, suppose SAP found us some bugs. So SAP some bugs in software. So SAP fix that kind of bugs in SAP and is upgraded through patch. Right? Manual, you can just update the patch manually on premise. On S4 HANA private, managed by the SAP, and in public cloud there is no need to do manage your patches. System automatically upgrade itself. The cost model is capex. You are using a hardware, that's why capex, and this is the cost of in private cloud. Opex, you are just tenant, right? And cost is opex. AI, no, there is no AI and limited. Here you can use the AI Fiori limited, and full you can use the AI and Fiori over here. You can also use Fiori over here. You can also use Fiori over here. Now, in what is the Fiori? Fiori is also a application where you can use similar as a GUI, right? SAP support end. The support end in 2023, but in S4 HANA the support is long term. Best for legacy user, max control, complex cloud, and speed, right? So which SAP option is right for you? Means we are telling to organization. Suppose you are a consultant, and whenever you are going to meet with the client, you can just explain about the each and everything what you should go SAP cloud and public. Currently we are all the organization moving to public and private cloud. So for large and maximum customization, client use on premise or cloud, both they can use. Now mid and fast development organization, and then the company who never ever used the SAP, so you will suggest, and the company is bigger, so you can suggest to company use public cloud. Sorry, mid market means small scale industry, so you can just suggest a public cloud. For private industry, a very means big organization, you can just uh, recommend SAP S4 HANA private cloud, and you can suggest to those client they never ever use the SAP in the system. And some company they are migrating from S4 HANA to public cloud, sorry, S4 HANA to private cloud and public cloud. So as per the industry size. This information, once again. So I hope this information is useful for you. We will discuss uh, we will discuss in next session SAP org structure and all the things. So, and one more thing guys, I will just want to introduce my YouTube channel. You can just like and subscribe. So this is my YouTube channel. Last time regarding SAP MM, you can playlist here. You can just playlist. I am placing all the record in my playlist. So this is the all the MM related video over here. Whether institute. So this is my session 2 video. You can just go and explore the session 2 video, and I will just upload my third session video. In next session, we will discuss SAP org structure and configuration, configurational part. Thank you so much.